boys and girls. We're going to start out Saxon Phonics lesson 42. Alright, we're going to try to alphabetize some words instead of letters today. Remember, alphabetize means put them in A, B, C order. So you need to be looking at your alphabet strip to help Miss Spires this morning. Alright, most of you alphabetize your letters easily. Alright, so this should not be very difficult. If you can put your letters in ABC order, you can also put words in ABC order. Alright, when we put words in ABC order or alphabetize, we must determine which letter in the list of words we will use. That letter is called the guide letter. We want to use the first letter in the words whenever possible. If the first letter in the word is different in each word, then we can use the first letter as our guide letter. So each word has to have a different letter of the alphabet for us to be able to use the first letter. So let's go through all of our letters, all of our words, and see if the first letter in each one starts with a different letter of the alphabet. Alright, so let's look. Alright, in trick, what is the first letter? Alright, it's a T. What about in help? It's an H. Hot, what's the first letter? P. What about inside? It's an S. What about in best? It's a B. And wood, like wood from a tree. All right, W. Now look at the letter that we've underlined. Do all of these begin with a different letter of the alphabet? Yes, they do. So if all of your words have a different letter of the alphabet in the beginning, we can use that first letter as our guide letter. All right, it can't repeat a letter of the alphabet, and they don't. So we can use that one as our guide letter. Just like we use the letter cards, letter tiles in the alphabet. Alright, now that we know which letter our guide letters are, we can put these words in alphabetical order using those letters. It doesn't matter what the other letters in the words are. Now, let's say our alphabet slowly. Each time we say a letter that begins with the guide letter, we can move it over to its spot. Alright, is there an A? No. Is there a B? Yes, what is it? Best. So it goes to my first spot. Alright, what letter comes after B, guys? C. Is there a C? Is there a D? Is there an E? Is there an F? What comes after F? G. Is there a G? Is there an H? What word? Help. That goes to number 2. What comes after H, boys and girls? I. Is there an I word? No. Remember, we're looking at that guide letter. There's no I at the beginning. Is there a J? Is there a K? No. Is there an L? Is there an M? Is there an N? No. Is there an O? No. Is there a P? Yes, what word? Hot. Is there a Q? No. What comes after Q, boys and girls? R. Is there an R word? No. Is there an S? Yes, what is it? side. What comes after S, boys and girls? T. Is there a T word? Yes. What is it? Trick. All right, so our last word will be wood, W. So T. What comes after T? U, V, and then W will be our last one. So when we put these words in alphabetical order, we have best, help, pot, side, trick, and wood. Look at there, we were able to alphabetize a set of words. Alright, it's very easy once you figure out where your guide letter is. You'll be practicing soon. Alright, let's get started on our lesson, our actual lesson today. Alright, Miss Fire's got her laser fixed. We're able to see today. Alright, lesson 42. Don't forget to practice your spelling words. Spelling list number 8. Are we on 8? Yes, 8. Spelling list 8. Don't forget you have sentences also that you need to practice. Remember where you need capital letters, spaces, and your end marks. Okay, you have your lesson 42 page for practice. Put your name at the top. And then we're going to learn about final stable syllables for the next couple of days. That will be your practice behind it. Put your name on the front page as we do some review. So our review cards. Name the letters. E, consonant E. Combination QU. O, consonant E. Combination IR. H. I, consonant E. Digraph EE, digraph CK, P, A, consonant E, digraph TH, D, digraph OO, B, W, combination OR, combination UR, digraph SH, combination AR, U, consonant E, combination WH, digraph CH, combination ER. All right, affix cards. We've learned suffixes added to the end of a root word change the meaning. Suffix less means without. Without. If you are toothless, you are without a tooth. Hatless, without a hat. Suffix S means more than one. Apples means more than one apple. Suffix ED means it's already happened. Painted. Something you did in the past. Suffix ING means it's happening right now. Miss Fires is teaching phonics. Something she's doing right now. All right, sight word cards. Get ready to read these words the fast way. Bush, does, full, goes, pull, push, says, won't, don't, put, today, said, won't, do, what, would, come, some, have, could, tomorrow, something, together, there, it belongs to them, into, your, where, they, from, are, were, there, a place, combination. What letters? Combination AR. Number 2, also a combination. Cool. Yes, cool. Write it. What letters? Q sticks like glue. Number 3, I. Yes, I. Write it 2 ways. All right, you should have I consonant E, I with a macron. Both make the long I sound. Number 4, O. Yes, O. Write it. Okay, you should have O consonant E and O with a macron. Both make the long O sound. Number 5, U. Yes, U. 2 ways. All right, you should have U consonant E and U with a macron. Both make the U sound. Number 6, E. Yes, E. Write it. What letter? I with a breathe. Short I sound. Short I sound. Number 7, digraph. Yes. Write it. What letters? Digraph TH. It is the voiced sound. Number 8. This is our big one. Yes. We now have 2 ways in the initial position and 2 ways in the final position we've learned. Write it. Alright, this is what you should have. K, comma, C. K or C is how we spell at the beginning. Remember, we spell with K after E, I, or Y. C after any other spelling. And in the final position, we spell with CK after a short vowel. We spell with K after a vowel digraph or a consonant. Okay, those are the rules we've learned so far for the K spelling. Number 9, ch. Yes, ch. It's a digraph. Write it. What letters? Digraph CH. Digraph CH. Alright, review words. Let's spell some review words. Number 10, disc. Disc. I will use the disc to store my lessons on. Disc. Tell me the sound you hear in disc. Get ready. D. I. S. K. Again. D. I. S. K. Think about your spelling rule. K. At the end, disc. All right, let's spell it together. Get ready. D-I-S-K, disc. All right, we have a consonant sound followed by K. We spell with K, disc. Number 11. Number 11, shell, shell. I found a shiny shell on the ocean shore. Shell. Tell me the sounds you hear in shell. Get ready. Sh, e, oo. Again. Sh, e, oo. Lost roll. Shell. Spell it on number 11. I spell shell. S-H-E-L-L. What word? Shell. Number 12. Let's spell the word spark. Spark. The candle made a spark. Spark. Tell me the sound you hear. Ark. Again. Ark. Spell spark on number 12. Think about your spelling at the end. Spark. Let's spell spark together. S-P-A-R-K. What word? Spark. Spark. We've got a consonant followed by K. It's spelled with K. That's our rule. All right, now let's spell some funny words, sight words. Number 13, says. Says. My friend says they enjoy spending time with me. Says. 13, spell says. Says. Let's spell says. S-A-Y-S. Says. Remember, that's a funny word. We just have to memorize it. Says. Number 14. Push. Push. I will push my brother in the swing. Push. Spell push on 14. All right, let's spell push. Get ready. P-U-S-H. All right, if I can spell the funny word push, then I can spell the funny word on number 15. Bush. Bush. Little animals like to hide in a bush. Bush. Number 15. Spell it. Okay, so we have push here. This word is a lot like push. Bush. B-U-S-H. They're both funny words. Bush. Check your work. Now we're going to do something a little different today when we write our sentence. We're going to write dialogue in our sentence. Can you say dialogue? All right, dialogue is when you show the exact words of a speaker. That means you write exactly what someone is saying. When you write dialogue, you put whatever the speaker says inside quotation marks. Also, you usually put a comma just before the quotation marks to show the pause we normally make just before we read dialogue. Now, this is what quotation marks look like. They're up in the air, up high. All right. Now, echo this sentence. Mom said, "Where are the napkins we left for Dad?" Listen again. Mom said, "Where are the napkins we left for Dad?" Now, let me write this on the board for you and show you where the quotation marks belong and the commas belong. Mom said, and I pause, so I have my comma. Now I'm going to tell you what Mom said, and this is where I use my quotation marks. So here's my first one, and this is what Mom says. Where are the napkins we left for Dad? All right, it has a question mark, and then we end our quotation marks. Now, write this sentence on the lines at the bottom of your paper. Make sure you put the quotation marks and the comma in the correct place. Remember, the comma shows you that that's where we pause and take a breath. This tells you who says it. The quotation mark shows you what the person said. So who's talking? Mom is talking. What did Mom say? Where are the napkins we left for Dad? That's right. All right, you copy the sentence exactly like I have it on the board. You can make your question mark the correct way, though. You don't have to do it all fancy. Make sure you have your comma and your quotation marks. Copy it on your paper now. these words and listen to the sound in the final position. Table, bumble, stubble. What sound do you hear in the